हेलो दोस्तों। आज मुझे अपना यूएस B2 वीज़ा विच इज़ टूरिस्ट वीज़ा मिल गया है। और द होल प्रोसेस विच आई एक्सपीरियंस्ड आई वांट टू शेयर विथ ऑल ऑफ यू। सो मैंने इंटरव्यू लिया था 1 साल पहले, क्योंकि आजकल इंटरव्यू काफ़ी वेट लिस्टेड है, तो आपको जो स्लॉट मिलेगा 1 साल बाद का मिलेगा। सो मैं बॉम्बे में रहता हूँ, तो मैंने बॉम्बे में ही इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल किया। और मैंने लास्ट ईयर जुलाई में शेड्यूल किया था और ये साल सितंबर में मुझे डेट मिला। मैं ये वीज़ा इंटरव्यू को 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड कर रहा हूँ। एक पार्ट है जो कि आपका बायोमेट्रिक, वो एक दिन होगा, और एक दूसरे दिन आपका यूएस वीज़ा इंटरव्यू होगा। सो फॉर बायोमेट्रिक, what documents you have to carry? So you have to carry your current passport, and if you have any expired passport, you carry that. And you also carry your appointment confirmation letter printout, and most important, DS-160 color printout. Yeah, so that barcodes and all can be scanned. Yeah. So and where you have to go? So by mistake, like we went to Bandakula complex, US consulate, but that consulate is only for visa interview. For biometrics, there is a different building, Crescenzo. So that is very near to that US consulate. It's about 5 minutes walk. And when you go to this building, and if you are going by your own vehicle, then there is a parking opposite to the building. Yeah, so you can park. It's a pay and park, 100 rupees they charge. So you can park there, and you should reach at least 1 hour before, and you have to wait opposite side of the road. And the security announces, like based on the time slots, like now the people with 9 o'clock appointment time can come, or 9:30 can come. So then you can go and stand in the queue. So security checks your DS-160 form printout, and then appointment confirmation letter and your passport, and then they give you a slip and show you the direction to go to the biometric center, and which is on the first floor of that building. So once you go there, the first step is the security check. And in security check, they will allow your documents and your car keys. Like I was carrying car key which is electronics, but they allowed that. But apart from that, if you are carrying your mobile or any bag, and then you have to keep it, there is a room like adjacent to that biometric center, where you can keep those, and they charge 500 rupees in cash, yeah, for the locker facility. But I advise, like if you are going by your own car, you keep all these things in the car itself, in the dicky. And once security check is done, then there will be about four counters where you have to go and show your documents. So now a very very important part, since I applied 1 year back, so my DS-160 form was having a date which was more than a year old. So what they inform, that DS-160 form is valid only for 1 year. And so what they told, you have to go and update this DS-160 form, and then it will have the today's date, current date, and then only your biometrics will be done. And since my appointment was for that day, so they told it's okay, I can come beyond my appointment time, and they will entertain me for biometrics. And they also inform that in the same room where the locker is there, adjacent to the biometric center, they have like PCs, and they help you in logging in and updating the DS-160 form, and also taking the color printout. So it was very convenient, but the charges are exorbitant. So they took my DS-160 application number and the security question, which was for the mother's mother name. And then they told me the charges, which was 3000 rupees per application. So we were three, myself, my wife, and my son. So for me, it was coming 9,000 rupees. So which is too much, right? So I told them no, I don't want it. I offered them actually 3,000 rupees if they can do for all three, but they told no. So then I came down, and actually I called my daughter and gave her all the information like my DS application 160 application number, security questions, and you can change your travel plan, update that with the latest dates, and see like that did the updates for all three and send me the soft copy. And those 160 form we are having now the current date, today's date, yeah. So I went to a nearest Xerox shop and took a color printout. So I spent only 30 rupees and then came back to biometric center. So now at the counter, again security check, then the counter, and they checked and found everything is fine, and they asked us to stand in a different queue for biometrics. So there another important point is, even if you are in a family, in a group, but your biometrics will be done separately, so you all have to go to the separate counter. So when my turn came, like I went to the window and they just asked me my date of birth, took my passport DS160, and then took my digital photograph, and then you have to scan your fingers. So first left hand four fingers, then right hand four fingers, and then both the thumbs, yeah. So you have to complete this scanning, and then what they do, they paste a slip on the back of your passport, and this slip has the DS160 form number and the barcode. So this slip is important, so don't damage it, don't play with it, yeah. So and then they say today's process is complete, and they give us the passport. So that was the first part of how the biometrics are done, yeah. And then the other date we went for visa interview. So again here I advise you go 1 hour before your interview time, whatever given in appointment confirmation printout. And there is a big parking space near US consulate, yeah. It's pay and park. Again they charge 100 rupees if you are in Mumbai and going by your own vehicle, and you can park the car there. The documents which I carried, I will explain you. But what used is only my current passport. They didn't see any other document for me. But I was carrying my current passport, expired passport, then DS160, and then appointment confirmation letter, and then proof of my employment, the salary slips, and then I also took my bank statement from bank with their stamp and signature. Uh, and you should have sufficient fund if you are taking bank statement, so that you can prove that you have fund for your travel expenses. And then you can also carry if you have any properties, so some proof, yeah, so that you want to come back, you will not stay there, yeah. So these are the things you can carry. And then they are also, you have to stand opposite side of the road, and they will announce based on your appointment time, and then you have to go and stand in queue. And this queue is like open to sky. So if you are in Mumbai and these days it's raining, right, so you must carry umbrella, yeah. And so if you are carrying any bag, so there is no locker inside for the bag, but outside there are some auto rickshaw fellows, they provide they can keep your bag, like they provide the locker service, you can say, and they charge about 600 rupees. So but we were not carrying anything, right? So once you go inside, when you're yeah, about say half hour half an hour before your appointment time. So there they have small lockers where you can keep your laptop. Sorry, not laptop. It's a very small locker where you can keep your mobile, and also you can keep your car keys, because car keys is electronic. They don't allow inside. But apart from documents, you can carry umbrella inside. Umbrellas they allow. Yeah? So they do security check after you keep these things in locker, and after security check there is a space, and it's a covered space and with lot of chairs where you have to wait. But for our case, like my interview time was 7:30, so we didn't have to wait there. We directly went inside a room. So there on the first counter, they check your passport, and behind passport DS-160 application number is there, right? And then they verify your biometric scan, whether it matches with whatever biometrics taken the previous day. Yeah, so only for four fingers or one thumb. So they will ask you like, so like for my wife and child, they asked to put left hand four fingers, and for me the right hand four fingers. Yeah, and then they asked us to go and stand in other queue. So here there are three queues. Yeah, based on the language of your interview. So there was one queue for English language, one for Hindi, and one for Gujarati. So we stand in English language queue, and when our turn came, they asked us to go to a particular window. They will give you the window number like 32. So we went there, and the interviewer will be sitting on the other side on a chair, and there will be a glass window, and there will be a slot from where you can give your passport or documents. And on your head above, like, there will be a sound system. So whatever interviewer is saying, it you can hear from here. Yeah, so sound come from top. So, and there is no problem, you will hear clearly, and they also hear you clearly. So you don't have to shout because there is a glass barrier. You know? So, and you will be standing. Yeah. So for dress, since it is interview, so I recommend you all wear formal dress. Yeah. So I was wearing white shirt, and they can't see below like what shoes you are wearing or what, whether it is jeans and all. So only the shirt is important, if you can wear formal shirt. So they asked me like, what is the purpose for travel, and I explained like I'm going to meet my daughter. And then they asked what is she doing there, and so I told she's working. So then they asked what is her job title. Then they asked me like, what you do, what is your job title. And then they asked my son which grade you are studying, is it high school, and asked my wife what is she doing. uh, then they asked one question to me like related with my previous US travel. So I once went there as a dependent L2 visa for 2 months. So they asked whose dependent you were, and what was the purpose of that travel. So I explained my wife went through a company to work there on L1, and I went as the dependent for 2 months. So she was satisfied, the interviewer. And the last question what she asked, do you have relatives in India? And my wife told like her parents are here. So this was the end of the interview, and she told your visa is approved and you can go now. So yeah, so that was the end of this process. And one important thing which I would like to inform you that for collecting the passport, now there are two options. One is you can you can yourself can go and collect the passport from the same place where your biometrics were done. Yeah, you will get the message email, yeah, when visa is pasted on your passport. So but for me, like during the application itself, I selected the premier courier service. So I got it by Blue Dot Courier at home, and they charge 1200 rupees per passport, and you have to pay when they deliver the passport with visa stamped, right? So for me it costed about 3600. So I advise, like, if you are in Mumbai, then you select the option to collect the passport, and you can go to BKC and collect it. Yeah, so that will be the cheaper option. Yeah. So I hope my experience of getting the US B2 tourist visa will help you, and all the best for your visa interview. And if you have any question related with biometrics or the visa interview, or anything related with this process what I just described, you can put in the comments, and I will respond to that. Thank you.